So I was going to do a semi-room tour today, but this is what it looks like in my room when the power is out. So I'm not sure what Greystone is doing. So we're going to do something a little bit different. And I'm going to share with you, since my snake room has more light in it from the window than the other room, we're just going to do a video today about the African egg-eating snake. One of the coolest snakes that I have, and it's really easy to get people that are scared to hold snakes to hold them, because the cool thing about these guys is they have no teeth. Stay tuned. I'm Teresa. It's the Scaly Addictions, and I'll be right back so we can talk about this awesome snake. So meet Eggo. This is, well, let me get him in front of you. This is an African egg-eating snake. So he's kind of hard. He's really long. So the cool thing about these guys is they don't even get over a pound. They don't, well, we'll see if he's going to cooperate. It's like snake wrangling. Here we go. They don't get over a pound. They are very long and slender. And the great thing is they don't have teeth. So they do live 10 years plus in captivity. And they are a semi-arboreal snake, although Eggo here doesn't like it. So let me tell you a little bit about him. Here we go. A lot easier to film when you can see him. So this is Eggo. Like I said, he is an African egg-eating, and they are semi-arboreal. Now, what I found out with Eggo, just like any species that you can keep, snake or reptile or whatever, sometimes you read about the prime conditions, and that doesn't always work for yours. So I had him in a semi-arboreal enclosure, had everything on point, like all the care sheet said, and he did not eat. He did not eat to the point where he was losing weight. And of course, at that point, you have to look, okay, something is different about him. So he does not like being arboreal. I've given him time. So what he is in, what is this? This is a 28 quart tub. I have stuff for him to go in. He's an aspen cypress mix. He has stuff to hide in. And guys, once I put him in this, he started eating like a champ. The cool thing is, let me see if I can find them. So the cool thing about these guys is they are, like it says, egg eaters. Everything from finch, canary, quail eggs. So make sure before you get one of these cool guys that you have a supply of that. So at first I thought, well, maybe he needs fresh eggs. He doesn't like anything. So I raided my friend's nest on her back porch. It had some, I don't even know, they're about the size of a peanut M&M. And he loved it. I'll show a video right here of him protecting his eggs, and we'll discuss what he's doing there. So here you can see he's rubbing the scales together to make himself sound like a rattlesnake and flaring up his face to make him look scary so that you leave his eggs alone. So when they are done with their eggs, what they do is they swallow them. They take them to the back of their head, and then they have like this little spine behind there. Here's a picture to show you kind of what it looks like when they have that egg behind their head. So what they do is they take those spiny spikes in the back of their throat, and they maneuver their body to where it actually punctures the egg. They swallow down the contents of the egg, and it can't be any developed at all. They can actually sniff it out if it is partially developed, and then they spit out the eggs. So let me see. Oh, here's one right here. So this is what it looks like when they are done. They literally, it's almost like they vacuum it out and then spit it out. I usually give him, yep, here's another one. Here's the second one. I usually give him 3. I don't see the eggs. Oh, here's the other one. Here we go. So here we go. Here's the 3 eggshells that are left. And I usually offer him 3 a week. And now that he's eating, before, like I said, he was in the semi-arboreal enclosure and he would not eat at all. The size stays relatively small. Like I said, they don't even weigh over a pound, and they can go 18 to like 24 inches. I think he's probably at least 24 inches. He's double backed. And the cool thing is they're so easy to take care of. If you have a way to get quail eggs, like I have quail egg, I have a quail breeder that I get them from during the summer when the quail are actually breeding a lot, or spring. And then during the winter months, I go to Publix, and sometimes Walmart's keep them. And the cool thing is they're so calm and docile. But again, make sure you have that good supply of food for your baby and stay on top of it. You need to keep track of how often they're eating, if they're eating. Here's literally just 2 pictures that I found on the internet, since I haven't caught mine in the act yet, of what they look like right before they crush that egg. Let him back down in here, being that it didn't want to focus on him while I was holding him. So they love to explore. He's never been a problem. Kids have held them at the parties that I do. And then he goes right back to sleep. He has a very rough scale. More like a hog nose, and which are the scales, as you saw in that video, that he rubs together to make that rattling noise, because obviously he has no venom, he has no teeth. Poor guy is completely defenseless. So in the wild, they do, the reason they're arboreal is because where do you find most eggs? Up in the trees, in the nests. So they would go up there and literally snatch them right out of the nest. But again, Eggo wanted to be special and didn't want to eat from me when I created him an arboreal setup. So he has been thriving and actually doubled in weight since I put him in a tub. So again, I may revisit the arboreal later, but I love that he's thriving. So we will leave it. If it's not broke, don't fix it, right? So there you have it. Quick short video about one of my snakes that I have that I love here. Power's still out. Luckily, it's not just me. Yeah, it's cold as all get out, but it's usually like 85 degrees in here. So I've got a while before I start losing heat. And if not, I have a generator. Another topic that we'll have on a video soon is how to prepare for those days that you have no power. Or, you know, and that's not just for when it's cold, it's also for when it's hot outside. So yes, a lot of snakes like it hot, but there are times that it gets too hot for some of your reptiles, and you may have to figure out how to keep them cool. Anyway, I'm Teresa. This is Scaly Addictions. And until next time, you guys stay safe. Get this COVID stuff over with so we can start having more get-togethers. And we will chat with you soon. And don't forget to share,